where are we going? We're getting into the game immediately. So JFK and Sean are going to be the green team, whereas Skullie and Shash are going to be the red team. Joker Ness, pretty good team. I think Ness is super good in doubles just because he has so many different things that can kind of interrupt the flow of gameplay from another team. Same with Joker. Joker, the best thing about Joker, one, you get that arson so much quicker than you do in singles. There's so many hitboxes flying around that it's almost impossible for you not to be hitting that Rebels Guard, building that meter. And more importantly, once you have that arson, you can just disrupt the battlefield in such a huge way. Oh, and Skullie actually getting the spike onto JFK there, finishing the first stock. Red team taking first blood, which was something I was not expecting. JFK killing his teammate there with that laser, an unfortunate SD. So red team currently in the lead. Sean did finish off Shash's first stock, and there's going to go the first stock of Skullie there. So even it back up, pretty even on percentages. Oh, close SD there from Skullie. So I think what red team's kind of doing a pretty good job. Oh, that was interesting. Pretty good job of is sandwiching the green team and kind of controlling the center stage, so that way they can like bounce off of one another. Oh, Shash kind of killing himself, being too far underneath the stage there to recover. Oh, and that counter, that Tetrakarn is going to finish off the stock from Shash. So Shash and Sean both on their last stock. This would actually be a pretty massive no tech there. Is going to end the stock from Skullie. This would be a massive upset if oh, JFK nearly going for that spike, trying to finish off the no tech there from JFK. He's gonna lose his stock early. This is actually a pretty major shock to me. I was not expecting the red team to do nearly as well as they're doing right now. They're actually bouncing off of each other pretty well. Shash kind of. Oh, JFK's dead. Red team has the two-person advantage right now. This is actually insane. Oh, this would be that's it. That's game one. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. So that was something I was wild. You're recording, right? I can't believe you, dude. I asked you to do one thing. Austin from Productions, yet again, letting me down. Just make sure you start next game for sure. Oh. Here we go. Into game numero dos. See, it's right here where they're in this isolated kind of 1v1 situation. And what I prefer to do when I'm playing doubles with Luke is whenever one player on the enemy team is kind of wanting to play singles, we kind of 2v1 the other person. So that way you just have a major advantage. And then that way one player can kind of box out one, and then you can take the advantage out on the other player. So I think Red's doing a much better job of that. Although Green Team doing much better. Ooh, Shash, that was really risky going off like that. Especially against Falco, whose back air and down air are so strong. Is that back air going to kill? No, Shash is going to die, actually. Clipped him with the PK Thunder 1, maybe trying to go for some kind of interrupt to get him killed. But and also one thing I just noticed, like Sean just hit Skullie towards JFK, and JFK going for a move, didn't connect. Just shows some unfamiliarity with these characters, at least as teammates. I'm sure JFK knows what Lucina does for the most part, but you know, it can be difficult to know how to interact with that character in doubles, a lot more so than in singles. So that back throw will seal JFK's first stock. They do have a bit of percent to make up. Oh, that would have been a nice back air if he had just. Oh, never mind. That was his teammate. I take all that. That would have been a horrible back air. JFK hitting his teammate with a forward air. You know, maybe it's been working a little bit, but I don't like how deep these red team players are going for these kills, especially when they're isolated in a 1v1 situation, when they could be helping out their teammate. I just think that's something that could be done a little bit better. See, like right there, right in that situation where Shash is so far off stage and Sean's just edge guarding him. Instead, they could be 2v1ing Skullie, which I think would be much more effective in this situation. Especially since when on paper you're supposed to be the two better players, you know, and that's going to be a double kill. Sean still having all three stocks, doing a great job tanking this match. Okay. Let's go, Shash. Taking off Sean's first stock with that down air. Now, this doesn't look possible to me personally, especially since Shash is like dead now. Sean did kill himself stupidly, which is Skullie needs to be using guns more too. Nice up smash there. Not gonna do much. Okay, we got something. Oh, couldn't convert in the end there. Unfortunate. Had the makings of something snasty, but not enough to finish. You can tell they're kind of going for something though, because they're just kind of going for these stray hits. Oh, not enough. All right, so go into game 3 after a pretty surprising game 1. Game 2 looks much more like what I had expected. So it cannot be understated. The fact that they got that game 1 is so shocking to me. That's an achievement in its own right. So moving on to game 3, a pretty big game 3, going to Lilac Cruise. I don't know about this one, Chief. Small side blast zones, pretty decent small ceiling. The ledges are janky. Okay, Skullie kind of starting something up, but not able to. Shash is dead. Yep. Those Lilac edges, dude, you should not have picked this stage. Now you're at a pretty big full stock deficit. Percentages not really mattering much at this point. JFK starting the combo on his own teammate. A lot of wild smash attacks coming out of red team here too, and I think that's kind of what's putting him behind. Counters the fully charged F smash to finish off that stock from sean2sheen. It just seems like green team's doing such a better job of keeping red team in the air than the other way around. So, Austin from production getting me a bottle of water. His throat already hurts from talking. So where are we at this game? Red team at 4 stocks with a pretty, almost down to 3. And then green team with a pretty healthy 5 stocks. Looking much more similar to game 2 than to game 1, unfortunately, for red team. That'll work. That'll work. Yeah, Skullie just needs to be a little more careful with his options. I think he's throwing out a lot of hitboxes without worrying about getting punished. And when you're in doubles, you always have to consider your opponent's very close by. At least one of them is, if not 2. JFK finishing off that stock with a really, really clean back air there. And this is what I'm talking about, right? Because, like, in my head, like, Shash doesn't beat JFK in the 1v1, and Skullie probably doesn't beat Sean in the 1v1, so you can't force these 1v1 situations like this. So, Sean on his last stock. If they can get this... is he dead? No, he's not dead. If they had gotten that Gimp there onto JFK, that could have been huge. That could have turned the whole game around. But right now, they really either need to really focus down Sean so that he can share the stock, and then you can force it into an even stock situation, or you need to get this stock off JFK as quick as possible, so that way you're in an even stock situation that you have a chance of winning. Because right now, green team's... Oh, wow, that counter last hole. Green team... Ooh, risky. So I just don't like these 1v1s that red team's going for. And green team doing a good job right there of... Shash is... Oh, nearly jumped into the PK Thunder 2, which would have been incredibly stupid. Yeah, honestly, if Skullie's doing a decent job of dealing with Sean right now, but like if either of them, misses the tech and it's a 1v1 situation, I don't see him making it back to stage even. It seems like green team will be the team moving on to face Blank and Libra in winners round 2. Oh, it's not over yet. Never mind, it's over. It's over. Good stuff.